All right, hello to all. The Professor Malik here. Mick Foley has posted a blog on his page responding to claims from fans of Seth Rollins being an unsafe worker. He says that Seth Rollins is one of the amazing elite wrestlers of the era, an amazing athlete, and a credit to the business. With Rollins injuring the likes of John Cena, Sting, and Finn Balor, uh, he quotes Hall of Famer Bret Hart for saying he's going to kill somebody if he doesn't start practicing, start protecting his opponents better. Foley has nothing but respect for Bret Hart and doesn't want to go on a media or war with him. He says he considers Bret's opinion to be very influential and wants to make sure Rollins is not branded an unsafe worker. Regarding Seth breaking John Cena's nose on Raw last summer, Foley thinks that was simply an accident. He says Rollins effectively ending Sting's career last year with two turnbuckle bombs wasn't anybody's fault, but referenced Sting's age by stating it may have been a case of trying to push back the hands of time a little too far, a little too fast. As for Finn Balor's injury at SummerSlam, Foley says the buckle bomb leaves very little room for mistakes, and Seth felt great remorse for his involvement in Finn's injury. To quote Foley, sometimes injuries just happen. It's a part of what we do. Well, Mick Foley, a lot of us, the fans who help you and Seth and all of them make a living, we disagree. And part of your blog, you said you and Stephanie McMahon were at the announcers table for one of those matches. So since you had the best seat in the house, you should have seen the botch, of course, up close and personal. I think this whole blog is Mick Foley trying to make an excuse for Seth Rollins because I know injuries happen, but they don't happen that often, that fast. I don't believe anyway. So why is it other wrestlers, even when they were young and aged, fine and had a good career, how come some wrestlers have reputations for not injuring anybody and others seem to injure other wrestlers so easily? So Mick, I would take a long look at Seth Rollins' matches to see what he could have done better or done right. And, when you respond to claims by the fans, remember, it's our opinion. And regardless of whether we're just fans sitting in the seats or watching on pay-per-view on the network, or if we have the best seat in the house, as you so eloquently put it, a botch is a botch. I mean, I believe Seth could have done better since he's a trained professional. You know, you remember those words? Trained professional. Trained professionals are supposed to be safe to work with. So, and as far as I can remember, I never saw Sting injure anybody. Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. I mean, who knows? We know injuries happen, but these particular injuries to these three guys happened very fast and very easily. So, and also going back to your Twitter insult, telling the fans to kiss your ass. You know, when I see Mick Foley responding to fans and trying to make excuses, or as he calls it, defends, Seth Rollins' so-called rep, I think it's just another form of Mick's corporate McMahon sellout mentality. And that whole blog doesn't sound like Mick Foley talking. That blog sounds like Vince McMahon talking. But that's just my opinion. Folks, I'm gonna leave the link to Foley's blog in the description. Take a look at it, read it. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace. And we're out.